Come. Morning, Rishabh. Please sit down. So your name is Rishabh. It's a very nice name. What is the meaning of Rishabh?
Sir, the cow of Shivji, we call Nandi, it's another name for
Rishabh.
Yes.
Okay. Which place do you come from?
I come from Bareilly, Uttar Pradesh.
That place. I have heard this name, but I have not gone to Bareilly. Can you tell me about your place? How is it coming up, and where do you see the developments will take it in next 5 years?
Okay, sir. So Bareilly is called the Nath Nagari. So it is full of temples of Shivji and all the monumental things are about him. It has won the prize of the Smart City last year. So I see it coming up as a developing city. It will be a hub for something.
What difference do you find between Bareilly and Dehradun?
Talking about the geographical aspects, the terrain, and it's completely based in the plains. And Dehradun lies not in the mountains, but a city surrounded by the mountains. And talking about like my relations with Dehradun, my father and my grandmother, father just lives here. They all come from here. So it's my father's land, I call it.
You are a regular visitor Dehradun?
Not very regular, but yeah, quite a bit.
And during this day, how many days have you stayed here?
I arrived here on 2nd of June. Tomorrow will be 1 week.
Okay. So Rishabh, during next few minutes, we will talk more about you and cover various areas like your education, your family, your interests, hobbies, spare activities. I have some idea about you after going through the PIQ that you have submitted to us, but you may talk freely about yourself and your activities in greater details as we progress. Since you are a student, you have completed your class 12 this year. We will start with the education. So, if you tell me about your education, starting from class 8 onwards, I would like to know what are you doing presently, what have been your favorite subjects, which are the subjects which you did not care much about, grades and the percentages that you achieved in various exams, co-curricular activities and extracurricular activities that you participated during your school time, and your achievements in those activities. Tell me about your friend circle. Who are your close friends? Why do you feel they are close to you? About the ones whom you ignored, and for what reasons? Similarly, about the teachers whom you like very much and the ones who did not impress you. Finally, what is your ambition in life and how do you want to achieve your ambition? What efforts have you put so far and what efforts you are likely to put in the future? Please.
So from 8th class, I've been in the same school in Bareilly. Its name is Shri Gulab Montessori Senior Secondary School. So on 8th onwards, I've done my schooling from there. 10th class, I secured 92%, and 12th, I scored 94%. So talking about my favorite subjects, I like physics and maths more because of the practicality of these domains, and there isn't any subject I like ignored. My chemistry was weak because of organic section, but I recovered in the last months. And basically, there's no subject I ignored. Like I love every subject because there's something we can learn from it. Then talking about my co-curricular activities, I am a fitness freak and a sports person since my childhood. I am into cricket. I had done coaching for cricket from academies. Its name was Ganga Shield Academy, a renowned in the city. Then I also I'm a good player in badminton and football too. And recently, last year, I've represented my school in cricket, basketball, and volleyball team. And in cricket, I've been the man of the match for one match. And in the semi-finals, we were ruled out. Then talking about my friend circle, it's not a very large group. I keep people very close and tight to me. But there's nothing like about I don't like people. I am an extrovert with introvert qualities. Ambivert, I will say. So my friends, my best friend have been with me since fourth class, fourth standard, and another one last year. We just and otherwise, all I have good relations with everybody. We interact nicely and everything. We share things.
Tell me about your teachers and your ambition.
So I was a notorious kid since my childhood, but it really changed when in the last time of the 8th class, me and my friends were taken to the principal for some mischief, and after that, there's an instant I just sat near the window and saw my life where is it going, and just I decided that day I will transform myself. And from then onwards, the next year, ninth standard, there was a lockdown, and it really changed my life because I had a good time with myself. I worked on my hobbies like academically, I boosted up because of the mathematics. It was not good, but I had time. My father used to give me tests every weekend, so it really helped me. Then my teachers, I used to see them as they are like they used to scold me and do things and punish me. So in my childhood, I didn't like it, but as I progressed in life, from 8th class onwards, I saw them as if they were my parents. How would I deal with them? So more from a student-teacher perspective, I saw them as if I'm the child and how will I treat them. So from then, my teacher relationship with teachers have been great. Uh, my teachers and I 7-8 years back, the teachers I meet, I greet them, I touch their feet, they all remember me, and it's a good feeling. And some teachers, like my mathematics teachers last year, he is like a veteran teacher. He had trained and educated generations, so he's been in touch with me. Yes.
Your ambition and efforts.
So my ambition, the main ambition, like, is to serve the society and to make an impact in the world by any means. So, like, I'm into music production and artistry things. So one aim is to change it through the art I have, and then with social service, I have envisioned in my future if I can join the politics, anything I want to change it somehow. And the current ambition is, of course, I want to clear the SSB and serve the army.
So out of politics, music, and military, you are only in class 12.
Yes.
What is the biggest right now the choice that you are making? You are making choice of armed forces because of age and the lesser qualification as of now. What is your first priority?
First priority is the SSB,
Armed
the
forces.
armed forces.
So what are the exams you have given to join the armed forces?
The NDA exams.
How many exams have you given?
For NDA was other exams too.
Any other exam?
So I have given JE exam, both attempts, and then CUT last month, and Brit SAT I have given, and just the NDA.
ND also you given twice?
No, sir, once. It was my
And
first.
cleared one. What was the score in JW?
So it was 89%.
So you want to become a military person, but military needs very different kind of people. What do you feel are the qualities required in a military leader, and do you have those qualities in you? Answer this question in two parts, separate.
Two parts.
Like, what are the qualities required, and whether you have these qualities in you. And if you have these qualities, where have you shown these qualities?
So the qualities are like a discipline man, first of all. In any aspect, a discipline man. A man who is receptive to the orders and is clear in expressing those ideas too. Is honest about things and don't have a like hypocritical about things, and keeps his nation, his people first, then yes. Then about my qualities, from early childhood, I have been not really trained for this thing, but when I see now, I see that my family had like indirectly trained me for SSB. Like, there's a saying that SSB is life. So the things like discipline, these have been inculcated in me since my childhood. So I see them because I had feedbacks. I have not asked for feedbacks. They have come up like you are like in leadership skills. Like if I am to explain them something, they appreciate it. Like it really helps.
And say if not military due to any reason, what is your going to be second choice of career? And for that, what are you going to do?
My second will be being an artist,
Being a
music artist.
music artist. In music, what do you like?
I generally write my songs, rap the new things, hip hop, genre is hip hop. So I also produce my music and produce my own videos, lyrics, everything. So I just want to be a powerhouse.
So apart from the Badshah
Ah,
and Raftar, they are the new ones. So who are the earliest rappers in India?
earliest rappers, like you have said, Bacha and Aftar.
They are the current ones.
But they are the stepping stones for the youth. Like Yo-Yo Honey Singh, he's
But if you go back in time,
okay. So the hip hop scene in India, like the rap thing, is being borrowed from the west side of the globe. So it is not the culture of India, but it has been borrowed. So these people you named and quite a few like Honey Singh and the Diljit Dosanjh and so they
have
have.
you heard the name called Baba Sehgal?
Yes, Baba. I was trying to guess Baba.
Baba Sehgal is how old is he?
He's sir, I can't determine, but he's really.
Can you tell me some of his songs,
Uh,
some of his raps?
I don't know the names, but I've heard his name and I've heard that he's the one who just stepped in and is the.
Recently, he was there in some cricket ad also.
So I didn't follow it.
You're not following cricket?
No, I am following it, but the ads are not right.
Okay, that is music, rap,
Yes.
workouts is okay.
Yes.
But this video editing,
Yes.
what is this video editing about?
Video editing is basically like what I did. In my 10th standard, 10th 11th, I was hired by a teacher, Vedantu's teacher. I was hired as an intern for his video editing. Like he used to just send me the raw videos of motivating, inspiring the kids on some topics, and used to just chop the bad parts out and effects and subtitles, a progression bar and stuff like that. So it was my job. Shorts I used to.
And reading books?
Yes, I'm really into reading. I have more of the self-help books, like also in spirituality books. I've been like recently I read the Law of the Spirit World, so it just opened the horizons for me. Like there's something more than the human and living beings.
But why do you need self-help books at this age? You're very young, very small.
I don't think there is an age for such things. If the mind wants it, if I want, like how I told you, my childhood had been like this, the discipline thing.
So what are the biggest gains that you have had from these books?
Sorry, sir.
What gains did you have from
Biggest
these books?
gains. There's nothing being like life changing. I read this and it's completely changed my life. But the hooks and looks of little things in my routines. Basically, it has set my mindset. It has sharpened it more and helped me in my routines.
So when you say that you have very few close friends, but everybody else is nice friends.
Yes.
Why very few close friends? What could be the reason for that?
It's not about like very close friend. I don't.
But why I'm asking this question is you have studied in the same school for a long time. Then why a small set of friends?
That had been recently. Like how I said, I was notorious. So I had a big group in my childhood, but as we just separated out. Then from then the friends were there. I kept in touch with them.
So do you have any friend from your class 1 or class 3? Which is
Fourth standard I had. First, second.
So what are those qualities in those people that you like more than others?
Okay, so the friend I'm talking about, one of the male friends closest, he used to wake up early, had cold showers, and such things, routine things. I was inspired by it. his mentality and never giving up. He was good in academics and was focused about it. So these were the qualities I like.
So do you have a role model in you?
Yes, many.
Who's your role model?
The biggest are my parents. Like how I deal when like I'm in the hostel now, I realize how I behave. I'm just in a sense copying my father. How I saw him interacting with people and doing things. Now I realize it now. Other than that, the artists some artists have been my biggest role model and actors too.
Are you part of any music group?
No sir, I have not.
No. And have you performed professionally somewhere?
Professionally, I can't say, but yes, I have performed many times in my school, in functions.
Alone?
Because as I said, I produce my own music, so I just
You are into instruments or into vocal side?
instruments not very much. Like the DAW, digital audio workstation, I'm into it, so all the things are on the computer. If I want to play piano, I just use my tablet with it and some little melodies.
What about singing?
Yes, I rap.
Okay, and you're like more like a DJ.
No, it's another thing. It's another thing because DJ is not into making music but just remixing
You are
songs.
not into a DJ kind of thing.
No, not really.
Create music.
I create music.
Fine. So that gives me some idea about your education and related activities. So, but I would like to know, so many things happen in school. Studies, co-curricular activities, extracurricular activities. What do you feel like your achievements in school?
So I was the captain of my house for 11th and 12th 2 years. Co-curricular activities, I've been an active part of it. Like last year, I won a certificate for poetry. I stood second in that. Other than that, the sports in my school, I've been regular part. The basketball, I was the lead of the winning team last 2 years.
So now I would like to know about your family. Please tell me about your father, your mother, their occupation, their education. How do you all spend time together? Your activities at home. Whom do you approach when you have a problem? Or when you want to confide some secret? What are the activities in which you personally involve yourself with the family members at home? How do you meet your monetary requirement? Monetary requirement. Who gives you pocket money now?
Okay.
Who gives you how much and how do you utilize that money? Then tell me about the relationship with your neighborhood. What kind of social, cultural or other activities you do in their company. Whether they are your neighborhood friends or elder people or small children. Tell me.
So I have a sibling and my parents. My father's name is Mr. Pramod Rabat. He's an income tax officer, currently situated in Almora. My mother is a housemaker. My sibling, my younger brother, is currently in 10th class, pursuing it from the same school as I am. Then we are a nuclear family. We spend time together. It was much more in my earlier days, like after 10th, 11th, the studies have been very hectic, so not much, but like watching TV together in like while eating, while snacks is our greatest time. We just enjoy it, and then we go for walks, and then trips have been a part of our life. We travel various cities and things. In confiding my secrets, I have been like personal space. I've not really opened very much, but my mother, I've more trust like in telling some secrets, and of course my brother. We share very. We are like friends. Then my neighborhood. So me and my neighborhood, I live in a colony, like I mentioned. So it's a cooperative colony. There are no people of my same group, and if like 2 or 3 there are, but they are all in their studies. So basically, there are younger ones, and every kid I see in the street, I just interact. I say hello. I just poke them somehow. In sports also, if they are playing, I just go with them. play with them, teach them things, and just have fun. So it's my neighborhood time.
Pocket money.
Pocket money has not been a thing. Like me and my brother used to go to school by scooty. So my mother used to give it for petrol and thing, but we didn't have like we used to eat eatables. It was not a thing we used to hide from. She knew ki okay, they are mature enough. They will not spend it recklessly, and we had built her trust too.
What is the age of your parents?
My father is 45 something, and my mother is 38, 39.
So what advice your parents give you for your improvement? Your parents can't keep quiet.
Yes, of course. Okay. They are more concerned about the routine things, like cleaning up my room, and like in the holidays. The holidays I've been just waking up late for some time. So and little things then there are nothing major things like I have turned into like I was notorious then some discipline has been in my life. So there's nothing major but little things, daily things.
If I meet your mother
Yes.
and ask her that, Madam, please tell me about Rishabh, he's your son. What do you like in your son and what do you want him to change? If she tells me the truth, what will she do?
The first thing we like they have super serious belief and I just completely disregard. Like the cutting nails on Tuesday and cutting hairs and like there is thing he don't drink your milk outside the home. I just disregard all this. There's no logical explanation. So she'll say about it.
Nothing else.
About I don't think so.
And what is your contribution to the house?
Okay.
How do you help your parents?
So my contribution has been like since I'm the eldest one in my house, so there's not been like much. My mother is saying do this, do that. I do it myself. If I'm saying something is off, something is dirty, I do it myself. Otherwise, like if she asks me clean this, clean that, some like uh, climb up the ladders and do stuff. So but otherwise I do it myself if I see something.
Do you have a independent home or you share with someone?
I have a personal. I used to share with my brother, but now
Brother has also its independent
yes.
room? Okay. And when were you last scolded by your father?
Last scolded. The previous day before I came.
For what reason?
The reason, petty reasons, not. I don't remember it exactly, but I just remember I was scolded.
And see, you said neighborhood, there are no people of your age. But there are so many social activities going on in the neighborhood. You know, sometimes festivals,
Yes.
sometimes so much. So, how do you take part in those activities?
Like functions, major festivals, I am a part of it. But like if there are some ceremonies in the mandir and stuff, so generally I don't go. But I ask my mother what happened and what was the thing.
Okay, you said that you don't believe in superstitions and you don't go to temple.
No, I go to temple, but the superstition.
So, how do you deal with your parents when they tell you all this?
Generally, I'm just pissed off. There's no logical explanation about that. So there's a conflict type thing.
So now you can tell me about your spare time activities, your hobbies, interests, games and sports that you played with your friends, with your family, and with the neighbors. Tell me about your reading habits, newspapers, magazines, other books. What kind of internet surfing do you do? And how do you utilize the internet surfing for your advantage as personality development? Tell me about your routine on a holiday when you have nothing to do. Okay. Now that you have not said that you are doing graduation. So, what is your plan regarding graduation?
So my hobbies, like I've said, the music thing, and actually I have a very strict routine, particularly with my fitness routine. I don't skip anything. I'm into meditation. I meditate daily. Then my spare time activities include mobile games that are strategic games and not very much time taking. I do think that's it. Then my holidays are not very different. They're the same, like routines are the same. Uh, in reading, I'm also strict about reading. If I'm reading a book, I complete and then I'm off. So, as I said, the self-help books, and also I'm into novels. I've read much novels. Things. Um, the sports, as I mentioned earlier, cricket, football, things. I play in my neighborhood. My father and my brother are the main people I play with. My mother is also a good badminton player, so we all play together. We have a good time.
Internet, your television,
Internet surfing, yes. Very particular about the internet. Like the youth, the peers around me, they use Instagram just for scrolling reels. But if someone checks my feed, he's just astonished. Like the feed is filled with motivational things, and just they are not a time wasting. And this adds to my personality. So my usage has been the feedback I've got. It's very mature.
So you said you read a lot of books. Tell me which all self-help books have you read, and what about newspapers?
Okay. So I have read self-help books as a secret all the time. Then recently Atomic Habits. Then the Rooters book I have read. Then the one I mentioned, The Law of the Spiritual World. Other novels and
Ikigai?
Iki. It's in my wish list.
Alright.
Then
And newspapers?
yes. I read the newspaper but not completely. I'm into the sports section book, and there's a segment in it, the speaking tree. It talks about spirituality things and a sacred space.
This speaking tree comes in this newspaper.
The Times of India.
It doesn't come in other papers. You do not.
I'm not aware. I think it's a
Not seeing other papers.
Hindi. I have Hindustan, so it does.
Okay, we have recently seen that elections have gone on. IPL has just finished. World Cup has started. Apart from these three things, what are the important events going on in the country?
So recently I had read about the water crisis in Delhi.
Okay.
So the Supreme Court had directed the Himachal Pradesh to let the surplus water of Yamuna flow amid the crisis. Then that's it.
Okay. So now I am going to ask you that India is a developing country, everybody says, and everyone has made some timeline by 25 so and so will happen, by 40 so and so will happen, by 47 so and so will happen. What should be the main focus areas of our country if we actually want to become superpower?
So to become the superpower, I think the grassroots level should be uplifted. Because there's a saying the poor gets the poor and rich gets richer. So I think the rural areas should be taken care of. Then the metropolitan cities are being developed. Many initiatives, many schemes have been initiated by the government. So my main thing would be about the agriculture, the rural industries, setting up industries there. The tertiary sector is actually booming up, the IT sector. So if we inculcate it and give employment to the people, think.
Okay, employment by fine. Now, on a Sunday, how much time you give for your self-development and which activities you do?
For self-development, like majority of the day goes for it. Like I had mentioned, reading books, my fitness, my workout sessions. Then actually I just sit with my father and just gain his experience about life.
Okay.
Then the surfing, internet surfing. And things.
Now that we have discussed about your education, your family, your interests, hobbies, games and sports, do you feel any area of your life we have not discussed? I should know about.
I think the main ones are covered.
So I would like to know something more. This more is what you know, which others don't know. Because I firmly believe that you would be knowing yourself more than anyone else, even than your parents. So you please tell me what are the strong areas of your personality, and if there are some areas where you are working in and you feel development is possible, tell me through that.
So the major factor, X factor I see myself is the thing of spirituality. My father has inculcated in me. So I've been like very spiritual, not religious, like praying and things, but a deeper connect with the Almighty. Then other development areas, I see the knowledge thing, like the current affairs. I'm not very aware, so I'm working on it. I've been searching online about the books and topics I can cover. So the knowledge part, I think I'm working on it.
It's been nice talking to you. I came to know so many things. Do you have any questions for me? Because not here that I only keep asking questions. If you have any questions, please ask.
I want to know, sir, about the life, your Navy life, how it been, some events.
Navy life is good. See, it's a very challenging job. First of all, the sea is not a friendly medium for human beings. Human being has been designed to stay on land. So there have been tough times during operations, during normal sailings, during exercises. But overall, whatever 36, 37 years we have been in the Navy, I feel it has been very satisfying. And looking back, there is a lot of pride in what we did. And it was a wonderful experience.
Can I ask you?
Yes.
So about the relationship with you had with the families along with you, how did you make time for them? Like,
It is not we making time, our families have been a very big support system for us. Because of that, we were able to carry out the duties. And our ladies, children, they have taken so much responsibility on themselves that we were able to do our job properly. So it is basically two-way. Sometimes we are sailing for a long time, sometimes we are at home, sometimes we are not at home, sometimes we are morning, evening. But the family time has been quality time only because family has been a rock solid support behind our back and they have helped us carrying out our duties in a much better manner. That has been the family life has been nice and we kept on sailing, the separation has been regularly for some time or other, but we have always maintained in the same station. Family has always been with us and whatever good times we had, we enjoyed it.
Sir, like how was the routine back when you didn't have cleared any exams and how it been after you were an officer and how is now?
See, fortunately, we did not have an occasion where we did not succeed. We kept on clearing everything in first attempt.
Yes.
So we hardly had any time where we did not succeed, and we never had to wait. Cleared the class, cleared the exam, straight away went to the academy and continued training. That has been a big plus point.
So branching that question, like you had said, you cleared it in first go. Had you thought about if you hadn't, like how had been your life after that?
That time this much exposure was not there, what is available now for you people. We were not even aware what happens in the SSB. We just went there and we just gave the SSB. But it so happened that we were able to do it. Probably we had the natural instincts in us and naturally we performed there and we were accepted. So we have not seen these troubled and tough times where we have struggled that what is going to happen to us.
Yes.
So So Rishabh, very nice talking to you, and I can say I enjoyed knowing about you. I can say only one thing, that continue putting your good efforts and give your best. Success will come as per your efforts. Okay. Thank you so much. All the best.